Yay, I did it. Okay. So I'm going to feel a little weird because I don't have headphones on because Blake's not on the show. But morning, everyone. We're really excited to give you guys our economic development updates and go through some special events and stuff going on around town and kind of update everyone on what's going on. As usual, you can always send us a message to the city page or comment here, and I'll get back to you as soon and as quickly as I can while also running the show today. And then Blake should be back next week, so we are really excited. So I will go ahead and get started. So we always like to start off with our city resources, so I will make that Yeah, so I might not be able to minimize it because we had this issue one time before. So 1 second. Yeah, I'm just going to stay on screen. So city website, your one-stop shop for all things Weatherford. Meetings, agendas, all the information you could want to know about any city ordinance or anything that goes on in the city is on our city website. And you guys stay with us because we are currently in a redesign for that. Then we have our city-run tourism website, Experience Weatherford. Check it out. It's really cool and unique. So businesses in town and our city limits can actually update their listings. They can let me think, post events and all that. And of course that goes, like, we do make sure that it happens in our city limits because that is paid for through hotel funds. So the whole purpose is to bring people to town. But check it out, guys. It's free. If your business is there, like in town, it's free advertising. Why not? I mean, we do push out ads and stuff, so people across the state are seeing that. So it's a really great free resource we offer businesses. Of course, we have our economic development website, which is a little bit more catered to like what we're going to talk about today. So when businesses are looking at coming to town, why should they come to Weatherford? Why should they be here? All of that is contained on that website. So like our demographics, all of that great stuff that our economic development reps are working so hard to bring people to town. So that's always great. And then we have our downtown website, which is heritagesquareweatherford.com. That'll get updated as that project moves forward. Morning, everyone. And then, of course, we are on all major social media, at least the ones that we can archive like we're supposed to as government. So we are on Facebook. We are Weatherford, Texas. On Instagram, we are City of Weatherford. On Twitter, we are City Weatherford as well. And then Instagram, you can, or not Instagram, guys, I got this. YouTube, you can we're just Weatherford, and that's like our holding tank for all of our videos. It's really easy to go see playlists like our National Night Out videos are all in one spot there. Same with all of our Fire Prevention Month. It's all right there. And then, of course, we are an agency on City of Weatherford. You do have to follow us to get those notifications. And side note, we get a lot of questions as to why we don't reply in neighborhoods on discussions that require or are about city things. We can't, as an agency, reply unless we are like on our individual accounts, and we don't really like to do that. So if you guys have any questions as far as anything on Nextdoor, you can message or reply back on our posts on Nextdoor. But yeah, you can always message any of those pages, accounts, whatever. Of course, you can also find links to all of this stuff on our website as well. So our city website, Civic, which is we run through Civic Plus, also has a My Weatherford mobile app, which will also be getting a slightly new, fresh look coming in the next couple of months. But check it out. You can see our city calendar. So I put that on there because next week's Thanksgiving. So city offices are closed Thursday, Friday. That does not affect emergency services. But when we have changes to the different like sanitation pickup and stuff, which is affected by Thanksgiving, those updates are on the website as well. So download it, guys. It's free. You can put in service requests. You can watch the meetings live from there if you want to. It's a great one-stop shop. It's free. Check it out. It's a resource that we are constantly updating for y'all. And then Experience Weatherford actually funnels into Weatherford Eats. We changed the app at the beginning of COVID to kind of make it more food and stay friendly. So this will actually just pull in like hotels and B&Bs, and as well as the different restaurants. So as restaurants update their listings, that is reflected live in the Weatherford Eats app. Guys, check it out. It's free. It's great. You can filter out by type of food. You can filter out by your location in town. It's really great if you guys know what type of food you want, but you want to try someplace new. And then our upcoming events. So I'm kind of excited about this one. I wish it was bigger. I'm sorry, guys. But all of this information is on Experience Weatherford. So Radiance at the Ranch, a lot of R sounds there, started on November 11th and runs through January 3rd. It is $30 a carload for general admission. It takes about 30 minutes, but guys, it's great. Crank the Christmas music, go through it with the kids, or, I mean, do what I did and go through with an adult, like, load of people in your car and just have fun and reminisce. It's a really great display, and I know they're looking forward to growing it and being able to do more things next year. They're hoping to be able to do some of the interactive stuff, but of course that's all just dependent on the COVID situation. And then, of course, we have shout out to our ladies at the Chamber who are always doing the best they can to help our businesses and promote the city. They have Christmas on the Square, which is shopping and stuff. They won't have the kids' playground area or interactive things like they normally do, but there's still the shopping. You'll still have the really fun atmosphere. And that is December 5th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So, guys, go check it out. I hope to see you guys out there. I know I'll be out there for part of the day. And then that night, starting at 6:30 p.m., we actually have our first ever Weatherford Lights the Night parade. So the floats, I'm just super excited to see them. And we're hoping to make it an annual thing. It'll go down, and we'll post more about the route and everything. But this stuff is all listed on Experience Weatherford, so check that out. We're really excited about some of these events coming up in town. Let me check. Guys, going forward too, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them in the comments and I'll get back to them that way too. And then rumor control. So we always do like a little bit of, from what I see in all the different groups and what people are always asking us about economic development wise. There is no Chewies coming to Weatherford at this time. We would love to see them come. However, there's no official paperwork. So I know a couple of weeks ago, Blake and I talked about like some of the rumors and stuff that go through. We won't ever tell you guys something is coming to town until there's paperwork and stuff, because deals change in real estate and in business. And then with COVID, there's all these different factors. So we never want to tell you guys something is coming to town if it's not a guaranteed. So as soon as we see the paperwork, we do share that with you guys. We keep you guys updated throughout that project as much as we can. If there's a certain business you are wanting to come to town, the best thing you can do as a citizen is reach out and let them know there is a want or a need. So if they're a small mom and pop one, you reach out to the owners or through their, I mean, you can do it through social media. You can write them an official email or letter, however you want to do it. And then if it's a larger corporation or something like Chewies, or, I mean, I know we already have Academy, but that's the one that keeps coming to mind, Academy or something larger like that, you can reach out to their corporate, let them know there's a want and a need, and then they typically reach out to us. But that doesn't mean that our economic development folks are not always going out and trying to get more of that quality of life and bring jobs to town, because they are always working every day, all day. I hear it. They work down the hall. So again, if there's something you guys want to see come to town, reach out to them and let them know that there's a want and a need in Weatherford. So that gets us into economic development, guys. So we have primary trade area, which is people who are shopping 3 to 5 times a week, of about 190,000. And then our secondary, which is 1 to 2 times a week, maybe a couple of times a month, less frequently than the primary. That's our secondary. And we have a population of about 360,000. And we always get questions as to how, came out of focus. I'm sorry, guys. How we get those numbers. Those numbers come, believe it or not, from your phones and from your car, anything that has GPS. There's companies out there that keep that data. And so we are able to, through our consultant, get that information. So here's what that looks like. Our primary trade area is here, and I did zoom it out. So as far south as Crescent, far north as like just the other side of Springtown, we go right up to the 820, and then as far west as almost to Lone Camp past Santo. And that's just our primary trade area. So those are the shopping 3 to 5 times a week. They're here in town a lot. And then our secondary, so that's 1 or 2 times a week, maybe just a couple of times a month. This is our secondary. So you see that that expands out even more. And that's our 360,000 population right there. So then up next, it's another rumor control. Again, guys, if you have, get more gyms here. Well, Jonathan, if there's a certain gym you're wanting, reach out to them, let them know there's a want and a need here, and we can get them out here. No Cabela's at this time. It's a rumor. I did hear that one again last week, so it's always interesting. If you guys want to see something like Cabela's or Bass Pro, reach out to them, let them know that you want them here, and then they can get in touch with us and we can move forward with that. So shout out to our Development Neighborhood Services Department, Tim and Caleb, for getting us these updates. Again, I don't know why it won't let me. There we go. Maybe that'll keep going. Guys, let me know if it loses the audio. I think I figured it out. But updates from them on our businesses in town. So Academy of Korean Martial Arts at 701 Palo Pinto, they have officially had their revised occupancy request approved. Then Girlfish, which is going to be a boutique at 128 York Avenue, they also had their revised occupancy request approved. Outdoor Trends at 501 North Main also had that same revised occupancy request approved. Whitestone Premium Meats at 1801 Santa Fe Drive has had their tenant improvement issued to them. And then College Park Edition at 225 College Park Drive has also had their commercial permit issued. Edgewise 8 Brewing at 221 North Main Street has their tenant improvement issued. And guys, I've seen a lot of their progress. It's pretty exciting. I'm really excited to see them open up here in town. Great group of guys there. Finn's Bar and Grill at 810 South Main. Their tenant improvement was also issued. Then Texas Roadhouse, which is the one where a lot of our steak rumor control issues are coming from. They will be at 201 West I-20. Their commercial permit is issued, and I know you guys can see that progress happening as you're driving down the highway. Blue Beacon, which will be at 1712 Banks. They have their commercial permit issued. If you drive by, you can see it. So basically they're moving from Santa Fe to there, and they're going to have more bays, and it'll kind of be easier flow for all the truckers coming in to wash their truck. I heard that they're going to have stuff for RVs and boats. So that's really exciting for all of our people who really like to do outdoorsy things. Storehouse Storage at 917 West I-20 has also had their commercial permit issued. Safekeeping Self-Storage at 445 North Rick Williamson has had their commercial permit issued. Pirate Falls Auto Spa, which is at 701 Fort Worth Highway, across from where Domino's moved to and Pizza Hut and then whatever else is going in that shopping center. They have had their tenant improvement issued as well. So you'll start to see stuff changing there as well. And then City Council recently approved some commercial projects. So Russell Feed Store at 2610 South Main Street, they had a plat and site development permit review that is currently in process. So we are looking forward to seeing some of those changes come. And then Atwoods at Fort Worth and Azle Highway, they have had a conditional use permit approved. They are finalizing that plat. So if you guys want to keep up to date on any of that, also, I didn't mention earlier in the show because I forgot to put a slide in. So that's on me. We do have City Council tonight at 6:30 p.m. So tune in. We'll have it live here. It'll be on our website, on our mobile app, all of that. Since last week, Wednesday was a holiday, and next week we have Thanksgiving. We only have one City Council meeting this month, and I know we will only have one next month. So we'll let you guys know about that one. But again, tonight at 6:30, City Council meeting. So if you guys want to follow up on anything like that, you can always watch there or our cable channel as well. So some other projects going on, just a reminder, keep your weeds and grass under control, even in off season. And I still haven't updated that, so forgive me for that. I'll update it after we are no longer live. So just make sure that you are prepared even into winter. I know some of those weeds are growing a lot. And then garage sale signs, not as big of an issue now that we've been really talking about it more. But you're allowed 2 per property on the property where the garage sale is taking place. Those cannot exceed 2 square feet each. And then you get up to 4 directional signs. Those can also be no larger than 2 square feet. They have to be on private property with the owner's consent, because we have had a lot of people call in that strangers are putting signs in their yard. You do have to have those people's consent to put it on their private property. You cannot put it on electrical poles. And there's certain rules as to how close you can be to the road, and you can't put it on commercial or nonprofit property. If you have any questions about that, it is in our city ordinance. It is Chapter 12, Section 5. So we've shared some different information on that, but I can also share a link if y'all need it. You can post them 24 hours before the sale, and they have to be picked up within 24 hours after the sale. And you can have your garage sale up to 3 consecutive days, but they cannot go to 4. All of that stuff, like I said, is there. Take use of all of those social media pages and groups. Guys, I'm a part of a lot of them. I live here too, and I see people posting about the garage sales all the time. And I know it really helps drive that interest in certain items or get people to come to your sale. And then just a quick reminder that RVs and boats have to be parked or stored on impervious surfaces and cannot be stored in your front yard. Atwoods. I'll go back. Yes, that will be Fort Worth Highway and Azle Highway as well. And then rumor control. So as far as we know, Buc-ee's is not looking in the state right now. We'd love to see him here. If y'all want to see him, reach out to him. No Buc-ee's at this time. So then that moves us on to our current non-residential projects, guys. So we talk about what's going on in the city all the time, but you might be wondering, well, I wonder what's going on. And I know it's really tiny to read this little chart we have on the right-hand side of the screen. You can find this on our website. It's under the engineering division, and they update it. This update was as October 12th, which stuff doesn't change that frequently, guys. So you can see the different storage houses and where they're going in, and all the different projects that are going on within our city limits and in our ETJ as well, some of them. So as you see, there's 38 right there. So there's a whole lot of projects going on. And then the other one that people often don't think about development-wise or growth-wise in a city is residential projects. So these are all of the residential projects we have going on in the area. And like I said, you can pull this up on the website. We have PDFs of it there. And so you can always see what's going on there. You know what? I want to say it is close to Circle K, but don't quote me on, hold on. I want to say you might be right. It's going to be in that general area though, but I can look it up. And then the other really cool thing that I really like is that you can go to weatherfordtx.gov, and then I'll pull it up in a second as soon as I get it to come up. And Development Neighborhood Services has been doing a really great job of sharing some of these application. So I'm going to overwrite this in a second. And then I'm going to hide our slideshow. So if you go to our website, Development Neighborhood Services, and scroll, I think it's under planning. Yeah, planning. So this is on our website, just up to departments, then Development Neighborhood Services, planning division over here on the left-hand side of the screen. And then you can go to development projects, and they have what was recently approved. And I really do like that they broke this up for you guys. So it has Actually, it's really funny that it started with Atwoods and then went to Russell and then the spa, the auto spa. But you can also see what is currently under construction with all their projects and then the subdivisions as well. And it'll slideshow through those for you. And then I know that the other maps I showed you guys earlier, if you come up to departments, it's under engineering division. I have to remember where I had him put it. Current projects right here. And then he's got, shout out to Bill for keeping this updated for you guys. We've got all the different residential projects. If you click that, it's going to pull up that map where you can really zoom in and see all these different projects and what's going on and all of that great detail that you can see there on our graphs. And it'll be the same thing for the commercial. But then he also, on that same page where you can pull up those maps, has the different water and different projects that we have going on from the city side of things. Morning, Tammy. Where does the construction on North Main fall? John, do you mean like the updates that I think we talked about it last week, the updates that TxDOT is doing? So I know TxDOT is going back through and they're checking the work from their construction crew. And I know we went back and fixed some of the pavement settling into the utility ditches and stuff. Is that what you're talking about, where they're actually going back and doing the spot treatments on North Main? And I know that that's a TxDOT. So, John, let me know if that's what you're talking about. Let me go back. I'll find out and I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, so John, that is a TxDOT. That's not a economic development project or a DNS project. That's a TxDOT updating from all of the stuff that they had going on. So I know they're doing spot treatments and they are working their way out of town, but I know that they're having to work on like all the shoot offs that go onto the side streets as well. And then if anyone has any other questions, I'm going to stop the video, sorry. And then I'll hide the website. But guys, that's always on our website. If you guys have any other questions during the week, we will be live next week with more department updates. And I'm sure we'll talk more about the ETA on that TxDOT job. We're just kind of waiting on more information from TxDOT. And we do try to update you guys as soon as they send it to us in TPW. We do try to go ahead and let you guys know about any road issues going on. But if no one has any questions, then you can always come back and ask them in a message. I try to get back as soon as I can, as responsive as I can. But if you guys don't have any questions, I look forward to seeing everyone out at events, safely social distancing, wearing a mask. Go out, check out the Christmas lights. I know that Parks is working on some really cool stuff for everyone. Check out Shandor Gardens. It's beautiful. It is a little cold, but it is great to walk through. Take some hot chocolate or some tea or coffee, whatever your preference is. And we hope everyone has a great rest of their week. And I will see everyone next week.